makeup is about making you up. You know what is the most important aspect of your beauty? Is your skin. Your skin is the largest organ of the body and the most beautiful one. Your skin is that fifth sense which actually gives a personification to your body, and this is the separating factor between your outer world and your inner world. The health of your skin actually can reflect how healthy you are in your interpersonal relationships. It speaks of your sensitization to the outer world. So skin care is a daily regime that you need to follow very religiously. Just as taking bath is a default setting for you, that there is no day which goes without bathing, similarly there ought not be any single day which goes without a skincare regime. And starting with the skincare regime, the most fundamental is CTM. CTM stands for cleansing, toning, moisturizing. Cleansing, the very purpose of cleansing is to open your pores and cleanse the toxins. Now these toxins could actually be a pollution particle which is sitting in your skin pore, or it could be the body toxins which are getting exuded as perspiration or anything else through your skin pore. So cleansing is that first step which cleanses your skin pores. This is followed by toning. So when we clean, the pores get open. So before we go into makeup application, we have to give a coat of toner, and the purpose of toner is to close the pores. This is followed by M, standing for moisturizer, that is to revive the humid sebum levels. Humidity is a natural moisture quotient of your skin, and sebum are the natural oil. Our oil glands, skin oil glands release sebum. So there is a natural balance between humidity and sebum. So by moisturizing the skin, we're giving a thin sheen of moisturizing layer to the skin, so that when we proceed to makeup, your skin is shiny through the makeup. Now the next step is we can go for S, CTMS. S stands for sunscreen. But now suppose I'm sitting for a makeup, be it a party makeup or a self makeup. So I go for CTMP. Now P stands for primer. See, we have got different kinds of primer. There are cream primers, there are gel primers of different companies. The purpose of primer is to ensure that there's a proper pre-base done up, is the finishing of the skin, the pre-base layering before the makeup base comes in. The function of primer is to set the base so that your makeup is long lasting and it stays set on your face. So today we've just had a CTM and we've got the primer layer. Now we will move on to concealer. This is also called a skin corrector. The purpose of concealer or skin corrector is to ensure any kind of dark blemishes, be it pigmentation, be it dark circles, be it laugh lines, frown lines, or the little tanning which is there on the skin which is making your skin complexion uneven. So a skin corrector, we've got something like a yellow paint stick here. This is a skin corrector which would take care of all the unevenness of the skin, and then we would go on to bases. Yeah. So after the yellow paint stick, we go on to setting the base for our makeup. So the base could be various types. We have got basic foundation. Suppose I'm going for an office, I could just wear a foundation. But suppose I'm going for a stage show, then I would go for something like a paint stick which is high in oil content, and the grains of the base are also quite thick. The other kinds of bases are Supra, there is HD. This is HD high definition silicone, and we also have Derma, which has clinical benefits. Suppose your skin is highly inflamed, there is active acne on your face, then we would not go for any of these bases. We would go for a Derma base, which is clinical and which gives relief in skin disorders as well. Makeup is about layering. It's cream, powder, and once you've done the layering, it's about blending. So you saw that to set up the base, we did the layering starting from cleansing to toning to moisturizing to primer, and then we went to color correctors, the paint stick and the yellow stick. Then we went to making the base, and the base was followed by a banana powder, the layering, which is being actually used to set the base, right? So when it comes to banana powder, you must go for a powder color which goes as per your skin tone, and it should be whatever is your skin complexion tone, it has to be +2, 2 tones higher than your natural complexion. So now once the facial base is done, we would go into facial chiseling, contouring, and we would be doing highlighting and shading. Makeup is about making you up, that is highlighting the perfection in you. Now every face is not a perfectly chiseled face. So when we say a perfectly chiseled face, what do we really mean by it? Perfectly chiseled face means an oval shape, almond eyes, a certain amount of sharpness of the nose and certain amount of fullness of the lips, your proportion between your forehead and your chin, and the jawline cutting. Now suppose I don't have a perfect face, then what should I really do? So I have to resort to something called facial contouring, facial chiseling, and we go with shading and highlighting. So chisel out the perfection on your face, we have to highlight the stronger facial features, and you have to shade or subdue the not so perfect features. So highlighting is done with a lighter shade and shading is done with a darker shade. The principle is cream, powder, cream, powder. So we first shade the area. The shading areas are, that is, we subduing what's not so okay, and we highlighting which is a stronger aspect of your facial feature. So what we are subduing, what we shading is, we take your nose line, right? We subdue this area and we highlight this area. When it comes to jawline, your cheekbones, we are cutting the cheekbones. Now from the ear to the nose, this is the line for shading. Then it comes to jawline. So here we are doing the jawline. Suppose there are people who have double chin, or they've got round faces, or they've got square faces, or diamond cut faces, or a good face. Then we cut the face cutting, we do the face cutting with shading, and we subdue this extra flesh on the face. This is also a shading area. So I repeat, what are the shading areas on your face? Starting from your forehead to your nose, right, to the cheekbones and the jawline. So when we did the shading, again it's the principle of cream, powder, cream, powder. So we shade with this and we highlight with this, right? So we shaded, we did the cream shading with this, and we did, this is a contouring brush. It's got a certain angle. We shade with this kind of brush, and this is a shading kit. The blush kits also have shading colors. It has to be matte. So this is also a shading color. Now we would proceed on to highlighting. Highlighting, which are the strong areas of your face. So your forehead, center of the forehead is first highlight zone. The top of the nose is the second highlight zone. Your brow bone is the third highlight zone. The C area around your eye socket is the highlight zone. This, the upper lip area, this part is a highlight zone. The corner of your lips is a highlight zone, right? And the center of your chin is the highlight zone. So we're doing the highlighting with the cream, right? For creamy highlighting, we could use any of these products, and then we're powdering it. So for powdering it, we've got various highlighting kits. Highlight shade could be as per your complexion tone. It could be pearl silver, it could be copper, it could be, a mix of silver, copper, bronze, right? Or it could be a gold shimmer. Please, if you're dark skinned, do not go for pearly silver highlights. It can make you look darker, but you can take a mix of various shades. Given if you've got an Asian skin, you can go for a mix of blend all these highlights and apply on your face. Shading, contouring is followed by blush on the cheeks. So there could be peach finishes, there could be rosy pink finishes, there could be stronger versions as well. Whichever shade you apply has to be aligned with the kind of event you're going for. If it's a day event, you have to go for a very softer version, but if you're going for a night event or a stage event, you can go with the stronger versions. It's not just about the day and the night, the role you're playing. So now we've got this, we are taking a blend of the peach and the pink. This is called a fan brush, and we are blushing your cheekbones, right? So very lightly, and you could come a little ahead and little on the tip of the nose to give it a more blended and natural effect. So we've just completed our facial base. The steps are cleansing, toning, moisturizing, primer, color correctors, concealers, base, foundation. It could be a paint stick, a Supra, a Derma, or HD silicone, high definition silicone. Contouring, that's contouring, which is about shading and highlights. Then to the blush, the cheekbone blushing. Now we're going into the eye makeup. Now eye makeup is one of the most important aspects of your facial makeup, and it's quite intricate and engaging. So normally the steps followed by professional makeup artists is they do the eye makeup first, then they do cleansing, and then they set up the base. Why are we doing that? Because eye makeup involves a lot of intricacies, and spillage happens. Sometimes your shadow sparkle is falling off, sometimes the mascara drops are falling off. So first we've done the intricate micro eye makeup, and then we cleanse, and then we set up the base. So right now we've set up the face, and now we're going on to the eye makeup. just finished with our facial makeover as we carrying a very natural nude look. So the makeup is quite natural. It's called the nude look, where we followed all the steps of a formal makeover, but the lipper has been kept very natural. And even though the eyes have got a complete intricate makeup, but they have got a very nude look. So we have demonstrated the entire transformational makeover journey for you. From a next door girl look to being a diva to carrying an official formal look with nude makeup, how you can look simply and naturally beautiful is the sample right in front of you. So now we're gonna go for a cloth changeover. So we just finished with the facial makeup, and after completing the changeover, that's the first look.